All eyes are focused on rates. A big move yesterday with big data really to kind of push the move through. Your thoughts on rates and the move in equities that we are seeing today?
Right. Well, thank you for having me, Rick. I mean, clearly the economy is quite strong right now. We're about to put together back-to-back 4% quarters. We're going to have 6 quarters of 3% growth, over 3% growth. And so what you're getting is a little bit of catch-up on rates. To me, I look at yesterday's move, and it started with that very, very strong ISM print of over 60. And 10-year Treasury yield should be closer to 350, given where we are in the fundamentals. And so sometimes these things just happen in terms of catching up in one day as opposed to over weeks at a time.
It's always the same kind of categories, turnstiles. Treasury rates are going to pay attention to growth, inflation / wages, and what I call the third new category, making up for lost time after being manipulated. Has that impacted the self-adjusting mechanism? We see rates go up, equities go down. Are they going to waltz for a while? How do you think that turns out?
I think that over the last 10 years that people have been conditioned to not believe the growth when it shows up. And I think that people fundamentally misunderstand how the private economy works, and by that I mean economists. And so private economies work well when CEOs are optimistic and they make hiring decisions and investment decisions. And so we are in a different period right now where CEOs are fundamentally in a better environment, and we're starting to see the economy expand, and the market is catching up to that right now.
I wanted to talk a bit about 70s and 80s inflation, but you just brought up something that really captures it. In November 2016, we had this big rally long before the president was sworn in. January was huge this year. And what I see is that the overwhelming notion of things like repatriation and, adding in and capital spending, all these are slow, so tax reform and regs, they only take you so far. I think everybody is trying to see too much too fast. Even something as simple as regs really makes a huge long-term difference in the minds of businesses. Finish us up with what you think the outlook here is. Is this a sugar buzz or a long-term growth pattern?
This is definitely going to last for a little while. And the CEOs that I talk to say this is the first time in their life where they know that all they have to do is live within the existing regulations as opposed to be worrying about more and more coming every single year. And that's an environment where they can just concentrate on running their businesses well. And so I think it's going to last for a little bit.
Marc, always interesting to hear your thoughts.